CBS 46 News.
A monster hurricane is barreling towards Cuba before it heads our way. It could cause major disruptions to your weekend plans. Hurricane Ian, already a powerful storm. It's supposed to get even stronger overnight. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Alan Devlin. We're still several days out, but we know gusty winds, spin up, tornadoes, and all of that is possible should Ian stay on its current track. First Alert meteorologist Fred Campagna has brand new information on Ian's path. Fred, it's looking more likely we'll take a hit.
Well, we will get some impact certainly from this storm system. Still, though, some uncertainty as to exactly what's going to happen to this storm as it approaches Florida. So it is strengthening as expected this evening. It is Category 2 storm. Winds are now up to 105 miles per hour. It is getting closer to the far western part of Cuba. And in fact, if you look closely here at the last few frames of this satellite loop, you can start to see the eye showing up pretty well here. So the storm is intensifying, may rapidly intensify late tonight and tomorrow after it crosses the western tip of Cuba. And it is expected to be a Category 4 storm by tomorrow evening with winds of 140 miles per hour. Then going forward, it approaches the Gulf Coast of Florida, the west coast of Florida. And you can see the tropical storm warnings and hurricane watches are already in place along the coastline. And we're talking about winds of 130 miles per hour, 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning. Now, should weaken some as it gets closer to the coast. What I want you to look at here is this cone of uncertainty. Notice how it stretches all the way down to Fort Myers. Some of the newer information is suggesting that the path of this storm may be closer to the I-4 corridor in Florida than what was previously thought. Notice how that western end of the cone also is out over the Gulf of Mexico. So again, exactly when it starts to take that turn to the northeast, still somewhat in question. It looks like it's going to weaken as it heads up in our direction, a tropical depression by Friday evening, and stays as a tropical depression into Saturday evening. So we are looking at some rain from this storm and potentially some gusty winds, but it's strengthening tonight. It's an uncertain track once it gets near Florida as to whether it will make landfall in Florida or ride up the coastline. For North Georgia, the timing is Friday afternoon and Friday night and into Saturday. And right now it looks like 2 to 5 inches of rain with winds gusting between 30 and 45 miles per hour. There's a lot more to tell you about this storm and its potential impacts here in North Georgia, and I'll have that for you in about 15 minutes.
All right, Fred.